All right, family, I'm back. This is your man, not your boy. Go black to Africa. Wow, it's been a whole week. Katrina K. Man, I got some things to share with you. I hope each and every one of you all had a prosperous week. I hope each and every one of you all had an opportunity to grow. I hope each and every one of you all had an opportunity to learn. You know, it's been beautiful for me. You know, there are times in my life that I will isolate myself. I'm gonna repeat myself because I know people are gonna be coming in. Yes, and I check what's going on within me, spiritually, mentally, and physically. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Yeah. Greetings, greetings, greetings. Yeah, we have people posting in here real early this morning. Good to see the love, man. Somebody waiting to see my next move. Woo, man. I can't disclose all of it, but I will share with you that as time goes on, what's going to be, Go Black's next move. I wanted to play a trick with you all, act like I was held hostage, and I kept posting, when I'm going to go live of these titles, and I kept changing them. Thanks to my wife, she said, "No, don't do that to the people. Don't play no tricks on them. A lot of people out here really care for you, and it was a lot of, man, the love for people, man, was really out here trying to find out where I am. A lot of people was out here trying to figure out what was the deal with me. Hello, good morning, everybody. A good evening to those out there. I know back on the West, it's at nighttime. Somebody said, you play too much. It wasn't playing, no. A week, I tell you all, I hope that you all would do the same thing in your life. We have just embarked on February. 30 days now, done going like that. 30 days. And I wonder how many of you all did an assessment. I wonder how many of y'all really took a look back on them promises that you said when the new year is coming in, where you gonna be. We was scared. My husband was like, is he alive? Leah. Oh man. Yeah, before I get too ahead of myself, excuse me. Some people talked about that too. That was just me swallowing down the wrong thing. Man, people was concerned about my health. Man, people talking about COVID. People talking about I had the flu. People talking about, man, oh man. The most greatest thing in the world is for you to be in tune and in touch with yourself. Because people gonna sometimes try to tell you you got something, and if you don't know your body. I've been living in this body for 54 years. I'm at the age now, I tell my age all the time now, 54 years I lived in this body, family, and you know what? I come to a place of knowing this body. You should know when something's going on with your body, and you should know if something normal is going on with your body. I'm going to get into this whole thing with Africa too, as far as you gotta know when you move on into new ground and new places, new environments, is your body going through some things, But yeah, it's let me just give a shout out to each and every one of you all. Let me give a shout out to all of those who had the concern, all of those who who went on the hunt for me, trying to find out. Man, I heard, man, people inquiring about me on other people's channel. I heard, man, people were gonna call the embassy. I heard that people were shooting me emails, man, like, where are you? I hope everything is okay. I hope you're not, nothing went wrong. Yeah, when I hear it within, and I feel as though the greater power in me directs me to do something, I do it. And I try to do that because it's worked for me, you know? And so I found out for myself that, you know, I have to be obedient in a sense. When I'm hearing something, I have to go ahead and sever and take a time off or whatever. Believe me, there's work going on. I have to dive deep inside and ask myself some questions. And one of the biggest things about this YouTube channel, you know, I'm hearing within, you know, like, what am I doing? Why am I here? You know, what's my angle? Golden Heart, you're looking very good. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, you know, all is well. But let me stay on course. Let me go ahead and start from the beginning, because I wrote some notes down and stuff, because I want to make sure that I kind of address all that. But yes, thanks to all of y'all for the prayers. Man, people praying for me. People, man, was out here inquiring about me. People want to contact the embassy. I know if something happened to me, I got some people out here who gonna be trying to make some phone calls to see, yo, what's going on with this guy? Have you, you know, people was reaching out to, you know, some of the YouTubers and asking about that, you know. Yeah, hey, we love you too. You know, hey, me and my family, you know, we have love for each and every one of y'all too. For the cares, man. Great day in the morning. My granddad used to say that. Great day in the morning, instead of cursing. Him and my grandma used to say that. Great day in the morning. The just how the responses was, you know, and I know I didn't respond to nobody. All the emails came in, and you know, I was going through some things, you know. When I say go through some things internally, you know, going through some stuff to check myself. Because I believe for me, it keeps me from getting off of the path of where I believe I'm being led. You know, I appreciate you, and I had to. Let me just share with you all too, to do this. I'm a man that don't use too much. I don't do a lot of things I used to do when I was a young cat. You know, I don't listen to music. I don't listen to TV. Those things I call for my life distractions. They have entertained me. I have had some good times, man, with the music. I have had some good times, you know, with just, you know, over the years of partying and all that right there in that chapters of my life. You know, watch the movies and the TV series and the shows, and I come to find out it's all the same. When you're around for a minute, you come to find out it's all the same, you know? And so I have taken out of my life music, TV, not to say that, you know, when I'm around in different places that music come on. There's not to say that, you know, I won't hit it. Sometimes I wake up in the morning time and an old song is in my head. Songs years ago that I didn't even know the words to, and then I go research the song and boom, there's a message in it. And that message is for me at that moment in time. And so this is how, you know, when I disconnected and, you know, this week I've been out, man, there's been some stuff dropping in like diamonds, gold. I mean, I'm telling you, I like to say gold nuggets. And so, but man, my emails were going off, you know, and you know, people were trying to call me and I didn't answer. When I go into this place here, I don't answer. My wife, I emailed her. I called her, excuse me. No, I emailed her. Text her, I think it was. This is how I am. I've been like this in my marriage. This is how I've been in my previous marriage. Babe, I'm going inwardly. I will be talking to you in a week. If it's emergency, reach out to me. But besides that, I'll be talking to you in a week. She already knows. She sent me the kisses and the smooches and all that right there. And she knows my husband about to go somewhere. My husband's about to rise up and become a different man. She knows that. She knows it. And my hat's off to my wife too, you know, because, you know, when you got a husband who kind of operates like I do, you know, I'm thankful that I just don't have that type of wife who is, you know, think maybe I'm with some other woman, or I'm out here doing some things that I shouldn't be, or, you know, my wife ain't like that. I think my wife has known that my relationship with the greater in me is very precious, and I don't play around with it. You know, I already know the game. And so when I go into these modes, Jalen Meek said, "Where the heck did you go, man?" I went inwardly. I went inwardly. Try that out. And so my wife knows this. She knows that, you know, man, my husband's going on a retreat. He's going inward, not the N word, because I like to use that. Yeah, look, I'm going inward. INWARD. And so I had to take a step back. You know, this YouTube thing, family, when you got people you pushing and stretching on you, and people telling you thank you, and I've helped them out, and, you know, people are looking for answers, and people are looking for advice and all that right there, I don't take this lightly. That means I got people's lives in my hands. And I keep saying that, you know what? I don't need to be the man that you follow. You know, I need to be, I'm going to try to be the man that I point you. I'm trying to be the pointing man. I'm not trying to be the man of the hour. I'm not trying to be the man with the spotlight. I'm not trying to claim to have all the answers. The only thing I have is just a little small piece of just maybe some wisdom by my life experience and some knowledge and understanding that I could share with you all. And so I appreciate each of you all. But when you have people that are reaching out to you, who gonna be making life decision moves, when I'm giving information and videos and you know, doing these talks and stuff like that, I don't take it lightly, because I know I got something very precious that I'm involved with, and it's you all. And I'm hoping that I have to check myself. Let me give you a story, because some of y'all say y'all like my stories. Y'all know I got 4 kids. Now, y'all know Serenity is and I used to hate to use the word step child. But she has her dad, you know, she goes sees her dad, and, you know, they connect, and her brothers and all them, you know, they go see their dad, you know, and he's only an hour and a half away. So, you know, it's a great thing for her. But, you know, my kids that I've dealt with, even Serenity, because I'm calling her my child too. I raised her, I poured a lot into that young lady, you know, and I used to watch them when they come home from school. Now check this out, because I'm going somewhere. Why I disconnect and I reevaluate and I assess myself. Because I'm going to tell y'all, if you ain't doing it, you need to do this. This is something I have found out for myself over years. Every day, even in my first marriage, every day, we gotta have dinner together as a family. Ain't no going in the room, I eat, kids over there, wife's over there, this and that. No. In my house, just my house. Y'all can do what y'all want to do. Every night is dinner night. Don't nobody eat until everybody's there. Nobody touches the food. If I'm running late from work, mama running late, whatever, ain't nobody eating. Now, I'm gonna say sometimes, you know, there might be a situation where it be off, and then it's like, okay, we gotta eat whatever it is. But 99.9% of the times, if you ain't eating with your family, I'm gonna say, please do. I found this out, y'all, with my kids. Our kids are very precious. We are very precious. And we pick up stuff so quickly every day that your kids, when they sit at that dinner table, and I am so keen when watching, because I went through a period of time how to become a watcher, how to become a listener, and I pick up all these little things they pick up from school. The little habits with the little their looks, their hands, their movements, their behaviors, their sayings. And I pick it up and I'll be like, look at right there, you picked that up from school today. Or how they think. They'll come home with some off the wall thinking because they pick it up from school. And to watch your child starting to transform that you got to try to keep them in an area of not becoming out of control, off balance, or taking away from all this stuff they picking out of school. I saw that I myself do the same thing. And you're correcting your child and making sure that you know they're not being conformed and transformed. This YouTube channel thing will transform you like unbelievable. And I'll share why in a second. But I watch my kids and I listen to my kids and we have conversations with our kids and we ask each other, how was your day? What's going on? What's up with the kids? You know, my wife used to say this, like to say this right here. You know, my wife, she likes to say, what was good, and tell me what was the good part and the bad parts of your day. You would be amazed of what your child will share what went on in school. And then, you throw in your words of wisdom in there and you're trying to guide them and stuff. I mean, I remember, especially Serenity, boy, when she was about 4 years ago or 5 years ago, because I only been in Serenity's life 5 years, and I used to pour into this young lady, pour into her, and she used to argue with me. No, it's not. No, it ain't. Because, imagine 11-year-old kid, and you're trying to share with them, and she, that girl would would argue with me about some of the views she had and how these kids believe and all that right there. And boy, we tongue wrestled left and right. And then now she's gotten older, and then she kind of sees how it is. My other children, my son who's 32, my two daughters are 22 and 21, they did the same things. And now, because they're adults, now they come back and say, Dad, man, you know what you're talking about. In saying that, family, this week I was off. I had to go and sit still. I had to go in and ask myself some tough questions. Why am I here? What am I doing? What are these things I'm filming? These subject matters I'm coming up with. Because of the people that I am giving this information to, am I having this ego trip? I'm a very competitive man. And this YouTube, like I said, I was alluding to, this YouTube, and I watched this happen to other YouTubers, it can control you. It can make you operate differently than you haven't. For instance, I started a YouTube channel, and I started a YouTube channel the 1st of August, almost September, August 28th, I think it was, 26th or 28th. And I said, all I needed is one person that I can go ahead and share information with, that I can go ahead and help them. This is my life, y'all. I just try to help people. There was days I was a selfish young man, and now I'm just trying to help people. I always wanted to be the middleman, the man to point people in the direction. I've always wanted to be the one that helped people. I've dealt with people who wanted to commit suicide and people who were down in places. I've ministered to a lot of people over the years. When I wore that hat as a minister, I used to go around, man, and you would not believe the amount of people who are hurting in this world. So anyway, with this YouTube channel, I asked for one person, that's all. And I think I just turned 29,200 subscribers. That quick, 29,000. Now, I know it's not a lot of people, and I find that with the numbers and consistency, I'm hitting on probably a faithful 12,000 people, somewhere around there. But I'm a competitor. And sometimes competitiveness can get in my way. When I say competitive, I compete with myself. I don't try to concern myself with what other people are doing. But the numbers of subscribers, I found myself up there watching the numbers. And then with the pennies that YouTube does, hey, if I'm making a penny, I'm gonna try to double that penny. What I mean by that is putting videos out, because I can get to this place and I can get off course. And so when I'm hearing the power that is in me, share with me, it's time. It's time now to reassess. It's time now for you to take a step back. Look what direction you're headed. Why are you doing this? And this is what I'm hearing. Why are you doing this? What direction are you trying to go? And family, sometimes we got to reassess, because anything left unchecked will get out of control. I found that to be true. Anything you do not check, you're gonna get out of control with it. Either, and that could be for the good or the bad. You can get so out of hand that you wake up one day and wonder, how did I get to this place? And it's these small little timeouts that we need to take and ask ourselves those questions. Looking at yourself in the mirror. Yes, introspective, introspection. Yeah, and I found out that each time I do this, I see the ways and my selfishness or the ego driven and stuff like that. I'm like, whoa, no. I ain't supposed to be down this road. I'm not supposed to be going down this road. I've done it several times since I've had this YouTube channel. If y'all look at some of my videos, I was one of those who were reporting on the Art Cathys and the Bag families, because Gammy was, it was the going thing back then. And I'm like, that's not the direction I'm trying to go. I'm gonna share my venture of Africa. And now I'm transitioning over now into, really giving y'all some stories of Africa and also some spiritualities. When I say spiritualities, we're talking about the psyche, number one, of a mind, and then also the heartbeat of people. That's why I'm getting more into, interviewing people so you can see, and then connecting with people. That's what I've been doing this last week. I've been connecting with these people out here. And it's lovely to see, man, that our African brothers and sisters, I'm a familiar face around here now. They waving at me, and Kaka, hey, Kaka, Habari, Kaka, brother. Kaka means brother. And, I'm learning. I got my Swahili book. I've been in and out. I've been holding these small bits of conversations. I've been asking brothers and them how, this saying. I'm asking, some of the women out here, got the businesses, how to say this. And they've been helping me. And they find it really interesting. I'm trying to learn the language. They laugh at me when I mispronounce and all that. And so I am really putting myself into this environment, place that I'm living right now. And so I'm finding favor. I bought people food. I'm going somewhere with this. If y'all know how this is going to help you. You have to, anytime you go in a new environment, you got to go here and connect with the locals. If you ain't connecting with the locals, you're doing yourself an injustice. Like I said, and to my brothers and sisters who got YouTube channels and people, y'all who are moving to Africa, do not stay in your compound. These Africans know if you're trying to connect with them or not. They know if you're trying to be part of the family, if you're not. If you're not, guarantee you will be a victim. And that doesn't mean that I won't become a victim, because, hey, you won't. It doesn't mean that I know everybody. Like I said, I am an opportunity waiting. And so I had to disconnect. I had to go into my place. I had to sit here and ask myself some of these questions that I saw I was competing with myself. I was chasing a story. I was out here, just trying to, I was turning this into work. And I ain't trying to work. Brother ain't trying to work. I want this to be fun. I want this to be moments of wisdom dropping in that I can lay at your all's feet so that you all can have something y'all can chew on, because we in a day and time now, and I don't watch much news. I don't watch any news per se by YouTube that somebody put a video out, what's going on in America. But I still want to be that extended hand for you all who are having an interest of coming. And somebody said it's frozen. I'm still live here on my side. But have you done an assessment for this last month that's gone by? January went by like that. Are you on track, family? Are you doing what you said you're going to do? Have you stopped doing what you said you was going to stop? Have you committed and began on 11 months left now? Have you been on board? Have you reassessed what you said you were going to do? Your dreams, your goals, your aspirations. Have you put something down to the paper? This is what I had to go do. This is something I had to assess. This is something that I knew that I had to re-engage and get back on focus. But I'm looking at my notes here because I want to make sure that I'll kind of just cover that, you know, because these are the things that I wanted to make sure that I'm on point with, you know, because I want to be as thorough as possible. I want to be open and transparent with y'all as possible when it comes to giving information. I really do. And I appreciate each and every one of you all. Man, the love that y'all share with me in my time of absence, it really made me feel special, you know? And so that made me feel as though that I gotta give some good information. I gotta share the real, the good, the bad, and the ugly, you know? And so, you know, this YouTube is a beast. And I'm telling you, it's taking people out. People losing their minds. You watching people's lives starting to turn upside down. You know, the comments. I'm watching people getting caught into the negativity of the comments. You know, people are getting stressed out. You know, and so I had to reassess myself to see, you know, am I allowing this to salute to all of y'all who's coming in? I had to look at to see, you know, how much is YouTube stretching me? How much is some of y'all stretching me, you know? Because, you know, I addressed all emails that people send me. Sometimes I ask myself, why are you even responding to this? Because I know there are people out here who won't help, you know? And so, I've already saw that. I just saw a message already. Somebody talking about ignore the trolls. Everybody know my channel. For those who are new to my channel, I don't have moderators because you are the moderator. You moderate on how you ignore trolls or guide your mouth, you know. How many of y'all decided y'all wanted to try that out? How many of y'all decided, you know, this point in time on 2021, develop yourself? Stretch yourself to do something different that you've never done before. To not respond to ignorance, you know? How many of y'all decided to do something this year, you know, and 1 month's already gone? Did you fall short on that? This is the things I was looking at with myself, you know? I hadn't had a drink since my wife came to Africa. My wife don't like the drinking, you know, part from people, you know, she, you know, when I say from people, meaning it scares her because of a bad experience when she was younger and seeing people who drank and what it does to you. I hadn't had a drink since the 8th of December. I said, I'm gonna stretch myself. Alcohol don't do anything for me. You know what I found out too? A lot of Tanzanians around here don't drink. A lot of Muslims and Christians around here, but that doesn't mean it'll make them perfect because they got liquor stores around here, so somebody drinking. It's just they don't drink in front of you. You know, I know that. But, you know, I said, I'm gonna stretch myself. Let me stretch myself to where a place it's uncomfortable. The thoughts come up, especially walking on these hot streets out here. I'm like, boy, man, you know, that thought comes of cold beer. You know, those thoughts come up and I try to stretch myself. This week, I mean, I was stretching myself, y'all, sitting still in the four walls of an apartment. I got out and about, you know, but I was remaining quiet. Did not film, didn't pick up the video, just sat still. Yeah, you know, and so I've been stretching myself because I'm trying to get to the next place, y'all, spiritual. And what I mean is just, you know, getting out of some old schools of thoughts, getting out of some old ways. This is where I'm trying to do, you know, and so my absentee, yes, you know, I was taken hostage. I was put in a quiet place. I was questioned. I was interrogated. I was confronted, you know, with some evidence about who I am. And then I had to sit here and I had to answer to a lot of the interrogation questions that was posed to me. Yeah, I had to. And if you can't fool, you know, you can't fool the number one investigator out here. You know, you can't fool it if you open and honest. You know, you can't fool, you know, the creator when you're interrogated. Somebody said, "Hun," I think Spawny. I don't know if you're talking about, "Hun," where you go off to? talking about the Almighty. Yes, I was held hostage from the Creator who speaks to me. See, I threw y'all for the loop. You know what I'm saying? Come on, stay with me, y'all. When the voice comes within you and confronts you, and you hear it, and you know that that question is not from you, and you have to you have to answer to it. What are you doing? Why are you here in Africa? Why are you going down this road? Why are you? Come on, can I get an amen? Amen only means I agree. You know, when you hear that inside of you, you can ignore it all day long. And guess what? Down the road is coming. You're gonna be confronted with it. And I know I've shot myself in the foot many a time, but this is some of the things that I had to come back and this is where I've been in this last week. Check this out. Got something for y'all. Do you know I went on a job interview? Who said you can't get a job in Africa? I was called in and a business wanted to hire me to do filming for their business. They saw this guy I met. Check this out. See, when you look, when you listen to what's within you, the Almighty listen to what's in you, I'm telling you, doors open up because it's showing you're being obedient, and then all of a sudden, opportunities, bam. I get a call. This is from a guy I met in Zanzibar. I'm in Dar es Salaam. The brother that I met was with a group of people. Some of them was their business. They were business people who I just happened to strike a conversation at a table. I gave the guy my YouTube channel. He wound up looking at my videos. He saw us back here in Tanzania. The guy calls me up and says, hey, I would like to meet with you. I see you back in Tanzania. Now, this was about a week. This is about almost 2 weeks ago. Okay, I set it up. I'm busy right now. This and that. Let me get with you. All right. So the day before, the day before I went on my missing in action, the guy calls me and says that, and I already knew that I had to go ahead and cut everything short because I heard the voice within that I need to go ahead and do an evaluation. God was about to ask me, hit me with some questions and show me some stuff about myself. This guy calls me up, sends me an email and says, hey, I'd like to meet. And he asked me, he told me where his business was, And he winds up telling me, and he says, well, where are you? I kind of told him the area I was in. He said, man, you're 5 minutes right down from where my job is. I said, wow. Jerry Rafiki. Hey, Rafiki, I learned in Swahili means friend. Anyway, I thought the dude wanted to meet me. I go there, and this guy is interviewing me. Him and his business partners want to take me and have me film for it's a tour company. They want to put me up for 2 days, take me out to the safari and film, put me up for 2 days. And then of course, they want to know my pricing, what I can supply them. And I'm like, I'm in Africa and I'm sitting in on an interview from a business who wants to hire me. Who said you can't make money in Africa? Thank you very much for your giving. The time is now. I like that. I'm sitting here and I'm saying to myself, I'm on a job interview. I told him this right here. I said, I appreciate it, man, but we can talk further if you like to, but this is exactly what I said. I don't know if, I said, I don't know whether or not, I didn't come here for work. I didn't come here for work. I'm just doing my videoing. I got people who like what I do. I'm educating and motivating people. I'm showing them Africa on my travels. I didn't come here for work. Because, to take the job, right? That means then I'm limiting myself. Now and I got to do and perform and do. But anyway, I gave them some options, okay? I gave them some pricing and stuff like that, and I hit them with some pricing. I don't think they wanted to pay it either, when I said about 7, 8 G's, because they don't, to edit work and stuff like that is work. But I told him, say, hey, look, we can do something, maybe just trade off some stuff, because, hey, I'm looking for a permit, to be a residence permit, and one of the ways you can get a residence permit is a work permit. So I told him, say, let's talk about that. Be like a worker, trade off some work maybe, and y'all go ahead and give me that. I can have 2-year resident permit. So that, because every 3 months, you got to, every 3 months on your visa that you have visiting, you have to leave out of the country for at least 1 day and then come back and then get renewed another 3 months. Mother Who Impo, thank you for giving, man. Y'all some, man, I'm telling y'all some loving people. Man, I'm talking about, I'm talking about getting a job interviews. Y'all love, man. See how, man, almighty, man, I'm telling y'all. So I was, here it is. I was obedient to the call of, don't you pick up that camera. You got to sit still for a week. I got to reassess myself. And then I'm getting an email saying, hey, man, why don't you come over here, man, to my job, man. Let me, to the business. He didn't even say business. I think he said his job. I go over there. I think I'm just meeting the guy, because I met him in Zanzibar. Hey, man, what's up, this and that. And he's sitting down with me talking about they need a product made. And his business partners them like what I do. And they want to have exposure from my channel, to share about the touring so that you all can see that. And then, they got this product, and I can put it on YouTube, my channel, and y'all can see all this right here, and maybe even, take the tours and all that right there. And I'm like, I said, so family, look, I've heard this time and time again, and I think I even said it myself. You don't come to Africa for a job. You come to create a business. A job is also your own business. You can contract yourself out to business out here. I decided, because it was pressed upon me to be an avenue for you all. I'm going to dedicate a time once out of the week for you all to come on my platform and be able to share your resume of the job that you do, that these companies out here, people are watching my videos, that you can sell yourself for work as a contractor or consultant or what have you. Wow, Tino Taylor, thank you very much for your giving. Black Power. Yeah, wow. See, this is why, this giving like this is what I'm like. I'm trying to give y'all too. Once a week, I want to do it. It might be more than that. I want to go ahead and allow y'all to come on, call in, and put your resume out there, okay? Because there's companies out here, y'all. There are companies out here are looking for our mindset. You will not believe the conversations that I have with people and just the mentality of helping people's business. I've helped so many people, I gave people ideas with their business. And these people were doing it, and they're like, and then when they got see them again, they're like, it's working, it's working. I did it in Kenya. And yeah, it was in Kenya. 3 people, I think it was 3. And so I want to do that for you all, that y'all can come out here and y'all can put on the platform, and it'd be done where you come in and sharing what you do, what's your background, and laying out your experience. And who knows? Because I believe if you have the greater that is in you, the door, hey, somebody's gonna come across that. I guarantee you. I guarantee you, somebody's gonna come across it. And that might be your ticket that you've been waiting for to go ahead and transition. It might not even be here in Africa. It can be in another country. It can be in another state. It could be in another place. That at the time that you weren't even expecting it, somebody can call you at the moment of time and say, I was watching this channel and I saw you do your resume and we're looking for people just like you. Robert Turner, thank you so much for your giving. Appreciate that. This is what I heard that I need to do. This is what I heard I need to do. The idea came up. Any idea that comes up within me, I got to give credit to where credit is due. Bike King, what do they pay? They don't pay nothing. I was giving them the price. The ball is in my court. Y'all got to remember that. For y'all don't know, maybe some younger people out who is working. Even the older folks, when's the last time you went into your boss's office and asked for a raise? When's the last time that you shared with your boss, supervisor, manager, that you are deserving of a raise? When are you gonna put the ball in your court? Because, man, goodness, it's been years that since I got out the military, and I had my own businesses. I ain't have to worry about asking somebody how much they gonna charge me. I've worked side jobs. How much they gonna pay me? I've worked side jobs, family. Mary Littleton, thank you very much for your giving. Keep it up, yeah. Know your worth, yes. You know, I was a substitute teacher. Got fired from not fired from it, but from one district. I got to tell y'all that story. I could not believe the little amount of money that people will pay you. But there again, there are people who have side hustles, and I was trying to squeeze a penny at them. Look, y'all can't pay me this? Can y'all give me this, these benefits? Can you give me this and that? Sonia Rollins, thank you so much for your giving. These are things that, I believe that the Almighty within is going to do for you. And so when I lay out the platform, like I said, anytime y'all having businesses in the chats, sometimes I see the conversations in my chats and I'm like, man, an opportunity missed. There's somebody looking for a job. Somebody should be putting in the chat, hey, yo, I'm in such and such state. I got this business right here. I got this website right here. I got this right here. Yo, check me out. Do you know I do that to other people's sites? It's called connecting. And this is what I'm talking about, even connecting here in Africa. I'm connecting with these locals. Do you know why? That's one of my subjects that I'm gonna have too. Y'all gotta stay with me. What I've been hearing this week, this is all I've been hearing, so I'm giving y'all a taste of this right here. These are ideas, y'all. When you encounter a stranger's house, it behooves you to bring a gift. It's an African tradition in some countries. You don't walk up in somebody's house without bringing a gift. In your circle, you need to have people that when times come, when times of need comes, you have those strategic people that you know that you can call on that can help and assist you. Give you an example. Here I am in Africa. I barely know anybody. Now I can sit here on my own desert island and put myself behind the compound I live in and want to say, I'm enjoying Africa. I see so many YouTubers do that. Or I can get out here and I can fit in, get in where I fit in at. And thank you, Donnie Goes In, my brother. I appreciate you giving, man. Or what I can do is build me a circle. This is what I've been doing. I've been walking around, and I've been going into little stores, women's stores, men's stores, mechanical stores. Hey, and just using the little words that I know, asking them their name, telling them my name. Yeah, live over here, this and that. Crazy Emmanuel, thank you so much for giving. These people now are recognizing me. They're waving at me. And I did this when I was in America too. You need to have people in your circle that you can call on. Sometimes it better be white people, Chinese people, Indian people as well. Because if you are the type of person who has a spirit that people just draw to, or you're a type of person that people just like, Miss Tekka, thank you very much for giving. You are going to find that these people are going to help you tremendously down the road. Let me give you an example like I said. I've already got a seamstress in my corner already here. I've already got a place that I can go ahead and get clothing. I got a connection with several drivers. I got a brother who has a gas business. He sells the gas for your stoves and stuff. Me, him, and another brother, we went to the beach the other day, just chopping it up with these young cats, They got connections with people that I can go and get paperwork done. All of these things. I need to connect with somebody who got a boat. I need to connect. I'm fine. I'm looking for people. I'm looking for certain people. So if something goes down, I know who I can call on. Now, I know I'm going to call on the creator, but the creator is going to put in my way those people I need. Because look, I don't know nobody here. You know how it is, family. Let me give y'all something right here just to help you out. Let's clear it up a little bit more. David Dorsey, Mr. Mob Type. Wow, y'all are just giving, I'm telling y'all. And this money here is going to help people. I still got that $575 that the people gave that I need to donate that to a cause. I reached out to a couple places that I'm thinking about going ahead and giving that money to. So, hey, those people who gave that money for the young man, I got another guy who's gonna give me a follow-up on those guys back there. But I can't help those guys in Kenya. I left them in the hands of those who are there when it came to their schooling. But that money is still sitting there in the account to give to a cause, to give to someone. You don't have to typically be those individuals, but it's gonna go to the right places. So anyway, increasing your borders, family. You gotta do it. You gotta get out of your, like I said, like I mentioned, even white people. I know how we are sometimes and we feel about that. But you know what? Yesterday I was sitting eating a meal yesterday and I was watching this brother have a meal with a white guy. And it took me back to all the white people I knew when I was in business in America. I mean, there was a lot of white folks that I had who I dealt business with. What do I mean business with? It came time if I needed my electric done, if I needed my plumbing done, and I had brothers and sisters too in the mix. But I'm saying that in this, I had white people who, that I just had connections with because they came to my barbershops. I cut a lot of white people hair. I cut a lot of Hispanics hair. I had people do my floors and my walls. I had brothers in them doing, I had people, I knew everybody. Y'all know barbers know everybody. But thanks, Samia Mohammed. Thank you for your giving. Let me say this right here, because Ben said, I never met a good white person. Look, I've met good white people. Only as good as what they appear to be. But when I was sitting there eating yesterday and I watched this brother and this white guy, and something stirred up in me. I was like, I wonder who's getting over on who. Is this white guy taking advantage of the brother? Or is the brother taking advantage of the white guy? So I had to put my business hat on because I remember back in the day how I used to do. It's not about how you necessarily have something against the person. When you're doing business, both are going to arm wrestle and tongue wrestle to see can you get to a common place that you feel that you're getting what you want? It ain't that I gotta sit here and break bread with you at your dinner table, or we can sing kumbaya together because, or whatever. This is a business transaction. Denise 8115, thank you so much for your giving. We gotta think about this, increasing our circle. Why? Because, and this is what I thought about when I'm watching the two guys. I'm like, who's getting the raw end of the deal and who's getting the better deal? And so that's what made me think about the inner circle. Why? Because I'm gonna tell y'all this right here. The amount of the favor, that's the key word there. The favor God gave me. Man, let's talk about white people. Man, I had white people, man, I went fishing with on their boats, man. I had white people, man, who wanted to just, open up their beach house for me. Hey, go down there, man. Hey, buddy, hey. They call me Mr. Wig. I'm Mr. Wig. I got me a place down here. You can go right here. I had the keys. Just let me know when you're going down there. I had people like, I know them all. You live out in the suburbs and I had a shop out there. Believe me, the deals. But increasing it of all races of faces. That used to be my motto when I had my barbershops. Midtown Barbershop, servicing all races of faces from different places. It's not a black shop. It's not a white shop. It's not even a brown shop. It's a barbershop. Midtown Barbershop, bringing Spring Hill together. That was my commercial I created. And I had that commercial, I created one in each city I was in. Because all I saw was green. We got to get out of the mindset sometimes of allowing, I understand, hey, my platform right here is for go black. But white folk can come if they want to. I know there's some white people come on here and watch this. I know there are white people who's behind the scenes who probably even give money. But what I'm saying is this right here is that this is what I was shown during this week in my absent family. When I've been absent, all this stuff was coming up and showing me to direct. I need to start to connect. I need to start to, and around the Africans, connect with the brothers and sisters here. Find a cause to help. Find those opportunities out there that I can take advantage of. And then all of a sudden I'm sitting here in an interview and somebody's asking me. They want to pay me to do a filming for their company, and that's how it works. All of that because of listening within. This is what I was hearing this week, while everybody was asking, where's Go Black? And so I know people are talking about China and Europe and everybody's here, this and that. You got people here. If you're going to do business, family, I'm telling y'all, I would have went broke if I'd relied on black folk. On us black folk, I would have went broke. I was servicing all races and faces. All I saw was the money color, green, that was in America. That's all I saw. And so it ain't about trust. Like I told you, I don't trust nobody. It's about building wealth. My building wealth came from the hands of all races of faces from all different places. That's where building wealth came from for me. And so building this circle, because I know that, hey, and this analogy came up when I was sitting there, it's amazing stuff that's dropping in. Here in Africa, things are operated differently than in America. In America, when storms come, when the snowstorms come, people run to the grocery store and they're stacking up and they're stacking up. Food. They can't do that here in most of these places because they ain't got freezers to freeze food. Stacking up food. I had to learn really quickly. Oh my gosh, you know how much food I have thrown away because it's sat on my counter and, it's fresh food. It molded that quick. I'm like, man, because there ain't no preservatives and stuff on it. I bought green beans. I set green beans and I had them in a brown bag and I didn't even think about it because of the moisture. You can get away with this back in America. You can put green beans in your bag or your vegetables, keep them in a bag, sit them on your counter, put them in the refrigerator, and they will last forever. I went through green beans and beans, and they went bad, molded. And I'm like, my gosh. Goes to show the freshness of food. So I'm saying all that is that these people here, they can't do that. So I'm thinking like, because I'm always trying to think, what if emergency happened here? Who do I know? What if I was in need of food? What if I was in need of help? What if I was in need? Who would I know? Man, you better get out here and increase your circle. That's just like being in America. Everybody runs and wants to stack up freezers and stuff like that. Well, how long does that last you? Because if something happens, who can you connect with that you built a circle? Might be a time of need to get out of the country. Do you know somebody with a boat? Do you know somebody with a plane? Do you know somebody who, maybe connected with the grocery store? Hey, you know how it is. See, this is where you connect with people. How many people in a grocery store, when something runs out, you can call them up and say, hey, when that toilet paper come in, hey, I hit you off with $10. You go ahead and save me a pack of toilet paper. How many people stock the shelves in grocery stores? How many people do you know at the gas station when the gas go out that you built a rapport with and you like, hey, can you call me and let me know when the big gas truck get there so I can get gas? Connecting people, folks. This is what I'm learning with Africa. You gotta connect with people. If you don't, you on your own desert island. This is what I've been learning this whole week that I'm trying to share with y'all. Because if you ain't connecting with people, because I'm watching YouTube channels and people, man, don't want to learn the language. People are not, they ain't connecting with the locals. They just focus about, let me build my house. Let me go ahead and get the walls up. Oh, and I can sit back and be like, I'm good. Come on now, how many YouTubers, not to bang on any YouTubers, how many YouTubers are out there that you see that they sit down and having conversations with, walking through the streets, having conversations, introducing people? Or is it just their projects, or is it just what they're doing? Think about this, how many YouTubers have you seen that are outside of just their house, that they're going down the streets and they're going through? You better connect, family. Wherever you are, please broaden your circle. And so during my time off, I had to find out here in this last week, build. I've been in my Swahili book. I've been reading, man. I've been taking notes while I'm walking down the street and having the conversations with people. I've been sitting there, just breaking bread with people, I go buy candy, giving it to people. Grown adults, I'm giving chocolate bars to, and they be thankful. Bought some cupcakes, I'm giving them away. Hey, yeah. And so, this is what I was learning, this whole week. I gotta build my circle here. And so now I'm getting hit with job interviews, and I'm like, I gotta let people know that. Because people are saying, ain't no jobs in Africa. Look, yes, there is. Question is, are you going to be able to go ahead and get it? You can get it. All right, let me see here. I got other notes. I'm going to get to some questions and some comments here. Yeah, to my folks out here who has YouTube channels and all, and y'all right there who are watching, the YouTube is tough, y'all. It's tough. And I thank each and every one of y'all for who are mature enough to be kind and give, great words and, not being caught up into a lot of the drama, because YouTube is a beast. It could stretch you. And, I don't really read comments. I leave them open. Y'all know at times I shut them down, and there's times that I go ahead and bring them back up. It's been on quite a while, because my wife was like, no, let the people express themselves. And then all of a sudden she starts reading the comments and she's coming to me and say, look what they said. I'm like, don't want to hear it. I don't care. I don't get caught up in that. When the conversation's going back and forth and then you have that, no, I don't get caught up in that. And so, yeah, you know, I had to, you know, disconnect because of distraction. And I like to, like I said, I don't listen to radios and music anymore. Matter of fact, you know, people are they very shocked at me when I was back in the States and get in my car. They're like, man, you don't listen to music? Nah, man, this is my heaven, man. This is my time to think. You will not believe, man, the thoughts that come in from above when I'm in this car. Man, when I just remove the outside distractions, like I had to do to YouTube, it is amazing of the ideas and the thoughts and all that you've been. Please try it, family. Put away the buzz, turn off the TVs and the radios, and just condition yourself to you know, get to hear something. Your answer is right there. Let's see here. What else was dropped in here? Yeah, one of the things I wanted to make sure that I don't do too is trying to step out of areas and talking into subject matters that really doesn't profit us as a whole, as a people. And so, you know, I didn't want to touch on conversations of, you know, a lot of advice giving and stuff like that. I don't want to do a lot of advice giving. There's a time and place for that if questions are hit, but, you know, yeah, it is what it is. What's this? Ak Zahab, 2 Corinthians, examine yourself, whether it be in the faith, prove your own selves. Know that you're not your own self. How that Jesus Christ is in you, except you be reprobates. You gotta examine yourself. Hey, 2 Corinthians 13, you know, verse 5, you're right. We have to self-examine ourselves. Because I know, you know, there are people, I know how we are as a people. And thanks for giving too on that, that we are a people that don't grade our own report card. Well, sometimes we grade it wrong. You know, oh yeah, I'm a great person, I'm good, this and that. But really, when you grade in your own report card, you know, and really truly doing assessments, I'm telling y'all, it's a beautiful place to be. It could be hard too. It could be tough. But yeah, it's one of those things that, you know, that I have learned that, you know, that is very important, that you should grade your own report card. And most people aren't honest to do that. Let's get to this right here. All right, okay, what we have here, fam, you know, any questions that you want to ask? Like I said, I'm transparent. You can ask me anything what's going on this past week with me or anything that you might think. Yeah, Katrina, unplug and tapping into self. You are your greatest investment. You are your greatest investment. Why not unplug, tap in, and to do a self-assessment? Because if you're no good, you're not fruitful, you can't multiply. Yeah, SP, COVID made a lot of us sit still and self-reflect. Some, yeah, but a lot of people too, they drew more into the TV, movie watching, YouTubing, and all that right there. Bike King says, how can you trust restaurants knowing that there are no health inspectors? Bike, you know what I do every time I eat? I speak life over my food. I like to do like how my wife said. I like to bless my food, remove any impurities or anything that might harm my body. Let it be removed from this food that I'm about to eat. Let this food be a nourishment for my body. Let it be health and healing for my body. I don't trust restaurants. You're absolutely right. You think you trust a restaurant because of inspectors? You know how I used to work in restaurants. Boy, I used to do a lot of work. You know how often an inspector comes by? Do you know what really goes on behind the scenes of a restaurant? Do you know they drop food on the floor and put it right back in your plate? Do you know the amount of rats and roaches that run around back of the restaurants? Believe me, I know. I've had friends who had restaurants too, and it's a battle keeping the rodents and the bugs away. So you think if you're gonna trust inspectors, I'm sorry, you're missing out, my brother. You best go ahead and speak life over your food because, hey, even before the food gets to the restaurant. Do you know what they do in factories? Hey, because money is money. They ain't throwing away nothing that hits the ground or that might be infected from a dead animal that they put on and chop up, a sick animal that they're going to chop up and send to the grocery store. If you think an inspector is there to do that, you got another think coming. But I like that comment, though. I like that. Come on, hit me with some more questions. You can make your own food, too. You can make your own food. But let me say something like that about that, because I know there's been this big move on, pesticides and herbicides and all that right there. Because people think that, because you go organic, that that you're free from germs and all that right there. Well, let's just say this right here, family. Do anybody know what clouds are? I'm quite sure we all do. And clouds are nothing more than moisture from the evaporations from the ground. Anything sprayed or anything pollution that goes into the sky, into the air, goes into clouds. Guess where your water source is actually falling from if it rains on your organic food? That toxic clouds up there. So your food's still going to be exposed. It's still going to be exposed by the water, the wind that actually blows against your food. But here's the great thing. It's cleaner than spraying it with a lot of the chemicals. Definitely. Most definitely. Have I ever been sick from eating food? I have never had food poisoning in my life. But then again, too, I've always prayed over my food. I don't have a favorite food. I don't have a favorite food. Thank you, Crunk King. Gold Tea coming back nicely. Appreciate that. Have you seen chemtrails out there? I saw some videos and, this guy went to this factory coming to find, trying to prove that there's some chemtrails and stuff like that. I don't know, if it's true or not. I went to a source that I could ask that, and that was my dad. My dad was an air traffic controller, and he's been on planes and used to train troops when he was in the Air Force. And I asked him about the chemtrails, and he broke down to me what actually was what we see coming out of the so-called jet engine. And so, but there's the theories that they're spraying, and I know that there are sprays that go on from planes or whatever. But the chemtrails, I don't see chemtrails because the airport's right over here, but I do know that, they got to be at a certain altitude according to my research, because I had to do my research, because I don't like to run with just conspiracy theories and say, oh, yeah, there's chemtrails out there. But from my knowledge, what I see of the moisture and the jet vapors that are pushed out into a very cold atmosphere will cause those to be what you see come out of a plane. And so this is what I found on my research. Now, are there actual manipulative chemicals that are from the trail? I don't know. I don't know what actually is going on with that. But, we'll see. We'll see, fam. Also, yeah, my wife is doing well. My wife is doing well. They are there in Ohio with like a couple feet of snow going on in America, and I'm here sweating it out, and I am enjoying myself. Definitely enjoying myself. I don't like the cold and all that right there. I had a couple people ask me about my cough and all that right there. I told people, I have a nasal sinus issue. They burn coal out here. And, it just so happens, not a lot of places, but it just so happens right across from here. In the morning, this woman kicks up before she starts cooking that coal. And that irritates me a little bit in my nasal, which causes my drainage. So when you see me, typically in my place, I'm having this so-called drainage, whatever. So needless to say, I won't be here long because I can't put up with too much of that, for a long time, But yeah, we have to look at it back there. Yeah, my wife is holding down in all the snow back there in America, and so but being here in Africa, 24/7 sunlight for me here. Hey, I sweat bullets and I love it. I love Sweat. I love all that family. You know, it keeps me going. That sunlight keeps me going. I'm loving my African tan. I'm loving what's all going on. Hey, I hear Trap Flex is in the building. Hey, what's up, my brother? Keep doing what you're doing. Hey, love what you're doing, and all that right there. Donnie goes in. I know you up in the house too, brother. Hey, shout outs to you too. Y'all keep doing. I like to give shout outs to YouTubers, man. It's a hard work to do. Man, especially, hey, just like JT, married with kids? Yeah. Man, it was the hardest, it was the hardest thing for me to travel with my wife and Serenity when they came. I was like, man, you know, because now, you know, your schedule's with other people. And now, you know, it's like, okay, come on, let's go. Gotta go here, we gonna do this and that right there. Man, JT got them kids too, man, holding it down like a look. Let me shout this. Shout out to brothers who's holding it down as fathers. All of y'all across the world. T3 and me, y'all seen them? They expecting a child. Hey, congratulations to them out there. Yeah, Tim, he's a father holding it down. Loves his son. A great black man for his children. JT, a great black man for the children. Hey, I'm loving to see how us brothers are holding it down as men, as husbands, as fathers. We don't get to see that on TV in America, do we? We don't get to see us holding it down. But on YouTube, man, we got brothers out here doing their thing. Man, holding it down with their children, their wives, being faithful, kicking off the other distractions, you know, the women coming out. You know what I'm saying? Yo, you can't get no better than that. The unapologetic. Shout out to them. Aaron, holding it down as a black man and his family. Yes, doing it. And so, you know, hey, sisters who are out there in the Western world, you know, there's good brothers out there. But I'm going to say to you this right here. Are you a good woman? Good men like good women too, you know what I'm saying? He's out there for you. They're definitely, you know. What's up, Kofi? Born on Friday. All right, yeah. So let's yeah, hands up, my hat's off to the brothers out there. Even the sisters too. Sisters out there holding it down. Oh, sisters always been holding it down, you know, as far as, you know, when it came to motherhood of children, you know. But to see a black family, man, ain't nothing like it. Ain't nothing like it. And some of the Africans ask me too, you know, when I walk in and hear me speaking, they be like, oh, from America. This is what they ask me. Oh, you married, you know, and I'm like, you know, because MK means wife, you know, you MK, and I'm like, yeah. And then they ask me, is my wife white? I laugh. Oh, wife, white, European? No, hex nah. And they're like, oh, no. And then I bring my phone out because I got my wife on my screensaver. Boom. That's my wife. Black. Yes. Nothing against those who have their, you know, wives who are white and all that right there. To each his own. But for me in my house, you know, I've always been attracted to the woman who kind of looks like my mom. You know, a woman who raised me, you know, and a woman, you know, even she raised me with a stern fist, but I mean, you know, hey, I'm just saying for me in my house. Shell Stewart, hey, thanks for your giving. Have you tried any new foods? Yeah. And you are lying about these brothers holding it down. We don't see that enough in the USA. You don't see it enough because they ain't promoting it enough. I got some good brother friends holding it down. Believe me, I got brothers who've been married for some years. For years, holding it down. When we let America tell us the story on the daggone these look, artists and actors and singers and all them do not represent the black community. The hood necessarily don't represent the black community. Look. The black community is the community that you're in. So your community may be where there just ain't no, you know, you don't find good brothers or whatever. You know, I'm in the middle, upper middle class, so, you know, the ones I meet, you know, brothers holding it down. Now, I ain't gonna say all, no, I mean, because divorces happen all across the globe. I'm just saying that, you know, there are those. Oh, you said, oh, okay, Shell, you said, I meant you're not lying. Okay, all right, yeah. It's okay, I don't get too offended. Yeah, I ain't get offended, you know. But no, you know, we are, you know, it's a beautiful thing, y'all. And if TV's not gonna show it, TV ain't gonna show, hey, brothers and sisters there are strong black brothers and sisters, families out here. They ain't gonna show it. They want us to believe we ain't nothing. They want us to believe that we have broken families. Daddies don't take care of kids. They just whores. Mama's out here, you know, doing her thing, dressed like a hoochie coochie mama, ignoring her kids, on drugs. You know, they want us to believe that. And the sad part is that we follow those people who represents that. See, somebody said, yes, the Cosby Show. That's the only reference we have to any positive black family, the Cosby Show. Or A Different World was right there, side by side with it. All right, how many of y'all can name a powerful black family that was on TV? The Jeffersons? Good Times? Man, we going way back there. Let's talk about today. What about Urkel? Urkel, what was the name of that? Life Matters, something, you know, Family Matters. Yeah, that's still years ago. What about today? Prince of Bel-Air, yeah, okay, yeah. Obama family, yeah, handful. That's a handful. That's just a handful. Look at everybody thinking now, who else? Now, everybody want to get out now, and I'm not talking about, you know, black family got filled with drama and all that stuff there, you know. We're just talking about, you know, yeah, but it's out there, y'all. It's out there. And, you know, out here in Africa, most of somebody said Fat Albert. Some of y'all funny. Martin Lawrence, yeah, you know. But we can, family. We are positive, you know. And, you know, it made me think, too, God showed me this right here. You know, to my knowledge, I'm one of the few brothers out here who's married, whose wife is out of the country, and I'm doing this YouTube. Holding it down, being an example for somebody, traveling, married, wife back in another country, trying to hold it down, right? You know, and I take that serious. Yeah. Go Black, have you taken any trips to any other cities in Tanzania? Not yet. Tomorrow I'll be in Zanzibar, and I will be filming the two places that I told y'all I would be filming. The only two places that I'm told in Tanzania that you can own a house of land. So I will be videotaping. I have some interviews that somebody, one of my friends there is setting me up with. Associate there, she is setting me up with some interviews with people that you can get to hear from those who have moved to here and bought property. You can hear from them, from yourselves. So yeah, I'll be in Zanzibar, and I'm gonna hit a couple other places too. Go Black, there are a lot of sisters here looking for a husband. Oh yeah, I told my daughters right here, look, don't be looking too hard up in America, because the pickings are slim. I mean, you think about it. Brothers who are locked down, right? Those who just ain't up to no good. The low down, hold down, secret, low down brothers who are gay, right? And when you get past that, how many brothers are left? Wait for this interview. Oh, I can't know what that means. I just have a question, brother. Go ahead and ask. Would you ever visit? Yes, I'm gonna visit all Liberia. I'm gonna visit all the countries. Yeah. Yeah, I told my daughters the slim pickings, man. Yo, I'm gonna find y'all husband. Leave it up to your dad. I'm gonna find y'all's husband. I'm gonna find y'all an African king. Guarantee you. I should speak it. I'm gonna believe it. I'm speaking it. Hey. Because there's just a lot of America's a total different culture, and that's another show I got that written down. That was one of those things that came up too. Yo, we talk about white people. Look, we probably the most self-destructive people that are our own. I like how JT said right there, them niggas back in America, yo, he got the hell out of there, you know, because America is going down, y'all. I mean, not trying to, in America, Canada, UK, all that. You watch the black culture, it's going down. And not to bash any of y'all because y'all there, because there are good people that are there. And there are those, when I say good, let me say this. Hollywood don't represent good. Music industry don't represent good. Not at all. There are some good folks out there, but I'm telling you all right here, the mindset, the mentality of our people is in the garbage now. Yeah, it should be. I have no problem with polygamy. I ain't got no problem with polygamy. I think it'll work. Heck, everybody's sleeping around with everybody. Why don't you just bring the women into the castle? Y'all build together then. Heck, get with Tina, Gina, Susan, Shaniqua. Why am I giving some white names here? Get with Shaniqua, Lanicia, get with Bambata, Aquanta, all that right there. Get all the women with their children and build together. Build your kingdom. Be the one man of the household, got your 4 women, and go ahead and build your king. I'm all for that. If you out there sleeping with them anyway, bring them into the harem. Bring them into the thing. Hey, that was biblical anyway. You had your wives, you had your concubines. That's those being prepped for you to go ahead and get with. Shell Stewart says, there are a few American YouTubers I have watched that has married African men. My husband is Jamaican, had to leave America to find a decent guy. Well, you know, hey, this is a big world out here. And you know what? There's somebody out there for you. And hate to say it, some are finding white guys, Chinese guys, or, you know, and all kind of nationalities. Hey, whatever floats your boat, if it's love and it makes you happy, who am I to say? Can I bring a white woman there, brother? You could bring whoever you want here. Who would stop you? There's white people here, right up the road, right up here near the beaches. It's all the resorts and stuff. White people are there. Yeah. I told you, my brother's wife is white. My brother should be here in 2 weeks. My brother's wife is white. I share that with y'all. I don't hate nobody. Not at all. But I do have a focus for our people, though. Cringe. You know? Thank God, I thought you was arrested because you went missing for a week. Just be careful. No politics there. You will be safe. Enjoy paradise, Tanzania. Tanzanite and Zanzibar. I think I read one of your emails or something like that. Somebody was saying something about, yeah, I hope you didn't get arrested because, you know, he was talking politics and all that right there. Hey, let me share something with you, okay? I ain't afraid of nobody. If they come get me, they come get me. I'm not going to smear and smash. Look, I know how to approach things with respect. But you know what? I don't fear no man. That scripture says, fear no one who takes your life, but fear the one who has your soul. I don't fear no man. I don't. These jokers be hopping and skipping with cops and all that right there. I had to check this out. This just happened to me the other day. Was in a taxi, an Uber, and cops pulled us over, right? You know, pull you off to the side and all that right there. So this guy, he's got his civilian clothes, and there's a couple of them that was in a uniform. He walks up to the thing right here. He talks to the driver. And then I guess the driver said he was an Uber driver taking me over to wherever I was going over here to the immigrations building. So he said, hey, you American, hey. I said, oh, yeah, I come from America. I lived in America, but I'm African, though. He says, Then he says, so you got your passport? I said, yeah, here you go. Oh, okay. So where you from, Africa? He's got this snarly like attitude. Where you from in Africa? I said, look at my passport there, Libya. So then he says, ha 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 ha. Give me back my passport, right? And then he says, oh, okay, why are you here visiting? I said, because I'm African. I'm trying to show this dude, I'm not scared of you. So then, this is what he says. You from America, you have money, you help me get tea. Tea is a key word. I said, no, I'm not giving you no money. You have a good day. Not giving you no money. So the driver was like, he's like, yeah, he tried to get money from you. And I was like, I'm not giving them a red cent, them crumb snatchers. I'm not giving them anything. But I'm not scared of anybody. I'm not. There's only one that I need to be concerned about. Because man may take your life, but my soul rests in the hands of one greater than myself. So that's what keeps me going, you know? But no, I'm not gonna be stupid and idiot to go ahead and talk ignorance about a government and stuff like not at all. Look, let me tell y'all something right here. I believe at this moment in time, look, everybody come to Tanzania now, you do know that, right? We got our brothers and sisters, unapologetic Negro, Negro, the nomads. They here. They got up on out of Rwanda to come over here because we do know they on the lockdown. We got a brother who was talking about in Uganda. He was going to probably leave out of there because stuff was going down. Did you hear what Ghana's president said? Ooh, I'm going to show y'all that video down the road. He said they aim to go and get everyone the vaccine. They plan, his word was aim. We aim to get all people the vaccine. They on board. They going to lockdown again because over in Ghana, they talking about their numbers rose. Here, did you hear what the president just said the other day? I think it was last week. He said, be careful of that vaccine because the Europeans have claimed, this is the place you need to be if you're trying to go visit anywhere, is right here, Tanzania. He's thumbing his nose up at the Western world. Be careful of the vaccines. They want to claim that it could help you. But why is it the rush for the vaccines for the COVID? They haven't come out for the vaccine for malaria, for HIV. They haven't came up with the vaccines for Ebola. Why should we trust the vaccines for COVID? This is what the president said here. This is the same man who believes in a higher being and told all the people to pray. Any place that, if you want to ask my advice of where should I come visit at first, you better come to Tanzania. Because they prayed here. The presence of God is over here. Look, these people will tell you, we've prayed. Just call me Brian. Hey, I appreciate it. You said I hear that, my brother. Tell the cops like it is. Yeah, I don't scare them. I'm not afraid of them. I'm not afraid of them at all. Yeah, but you know, Tanzania is where it's at, y'all. Right now, in this moment in time. Like I said, tomorrow might bring a different day, but right now, Tanzania, what other place would you rather be? The only country, I think Madagascar too is doing the same. But look, that is out of all the countries, is saying the hell with y'all and that vaccine. He warned his people. He said, we're going to keep our eye out, making sure that that vaccine does not come to the people. Look it up. Look up President Magafuli's response to COVID. Look on YouTube and all that. You cannot, look, what can you say negative about a president who's down like that? Now, some people will say, he's being ignorant. He's putting his people in jeopardy. Well, we understand there are people who are not on that spiritual plane, and we know there are people who will believe in their science. Did y'all hear what Malema, I can never say his name right, down in South Africa said? Man, I thought brother was all pro-black and African, man. That brother was going hard, man, against them white people down there and against, man, all the, back then, what they did with the HIV, spread it in South Africa. That brother now has switched. Malema, He switched. He said he would be the first to take the vaccine. He's trying to push people to go and have trust in the science. We have trust in the science. This dude said he didn't trust white people, period. Now he's telling the people, we trust science. Who you think the ones making the COVID? Did y'all hear what Denzel said? Denzel Washington. Based upon the report that was out. So sometimes, you know, reports go out, you don't get the whole story. So to the credits of Denzel Washington, okay, about the cops, you know, about how the cops and them being friendly and all this right there. Because, you know, he plays roles as a cop. You know, look, let me say this right here. If I ever come out and say, y'all take the vaccine, I've been coerced, okay? I have been coerced. If you ever hear me sit up here and talk about, yeah, you know, y'all, this whole thing is serious, this and that. I'm not saying that COVID is not here. It's not real. It's a virus. That's all it is a virus. It's a virus like any other virus out here. But the rush for the vaccine, and then they're showing people take the vaccine and all that right there. They had Tyler Perry. Did you hear what Tyler Perry said? He took the vaccine. Folks, let me tell y'all something right here. Stop looking up to these daggone actors and these singers and rappers and all these right here. These people don't speak for us. These people are sellouts. They making money from the daggone beast. These are people whose lives depend on them. Look, this cutthroat. You don't come out and say this right here. We don't give you money for this. We will not sell another one of your movies, Tyler. We got to be careful. Now, I'm not saying, now look, I'm not trying to advise you not to. All I'm saying is, look, everybody's talking about this vaccine. See, I have no problem with that. Okay, let's stick around for another 5 years. Nobody talking about the long-term effects. Everybody go, oh, I feel good. You know, I got a little ache, whatever, you know, I got a little sick. Look, I'm not worried about the short-term effects. I'm talking about the long-term effects. What is it going to do for you? Huh? What's going to pop up because they were so quick to rush to get the vaccine? Boy, the conversation have turned, hasn't it? We got to watch out for these people. Malema turned around and switched. That guy was hardcore. The EFF in South Africa. And you look at his video. He was like a puppet. He was reading. You know when somebody had not written their own paper, because when you stumbling over words and you trying to read off of a daggone teleprompter, come on, y'all. Who got to him? We got to be careful who we listen to. Because they using all these sports figures, they using all of these actors and all these so-called names and all that right there, and we following right behind them. Look, I'm like this right here. I don't trust in no man. There's only one I trust in. Yeah, the doctor who took the vaccine and died. Yeah, blessings. Blessings coming. Yeah, the doctor died. No, hold up. And there were 12 doctors, I think, in UK that I read that they all got sick. There's those who died over there. Oh, but that's just a small number, though. Oh, for real? Are you willing to? Are you ready for this? For real? Look, I'm doing just fine. The vaccine, shoot. I'm sorry. Boy, they got me started on that, man. These people out here, man, these people out here coming out left and right, the push for the vaccine. And I'm like, I wonder if people are really noticing this right here. Standing there and taking a shot. I'll take the shot. Do you really believe they're taking the vaccine shot? Do you really believe? We need to get the message out there. Okay, well, I don't really trust it. It's right. Well, that's okay. You know, we'll just give you something different. We ain't got to be the vaccine. You know, and they sitting there, all right there. Okay, now behind the scenes, here goes your $1 million right here from the World Health Organization for promoting the vaccine and all that right there. This is what they do behind the scenes. Yeah. I know. I already done told y'all, you know, hey, I already know the medical field. Yes, as people's died from it. I ain't messing with that vaccine. What other questions we got here? Because I'll tell you, Tanzania, they like, nope. And check this out. Where the Europeans are over here, when you go over there, you know, when you start venturing over to where the Europeans are, guess who's taking precautionaries? The workers in the restaurants and all them, they're wearing their masks because they know these Europeans coming from these countries in and out. But Tanzania, you got to test to get into the country, okay? So you got to test and you got to have a negative result to come into this country. But they ain't playing around with them Europeans over there. Them jokers are wearing masks over there at them restaurants and the resorts and all that right there. That's the only place I've seen people wear masks, over in there. Anywhere else, there ain't nobody wearing no mask. Somebody fainted after taking, a nurse fainted after taking the vaccine on TV. We are all different, you know what I'm saying? We are all different, our bodies are different, react different. I'm not willing to take that bet. Mo Wig in the house, they putting the COVID in people with the vaccine. Of course, yep. That's what they doing. And now they talking about now this new strand. Now they trying to figure out now how they gonna come up with now a newer vaccine. So I guess everybody gonna keep taking these vaccines year after year after year because now the new strand is out. The new strand's out now and they're gonna try to go ahead and inoculate you with the new strand. Do you plan to go back to America soon, brother? No, I don't plan going back to America soon at all. Nope. I'm fine right here. Fine, right here. My brother coming though. My brother gonna be here you know. Wife gonna be here in another month. Kids, you know, hopefully I can get my kids to come over. You know, they will. What else we got here? I thought Tanzania did not mandate a test to enter. Please address. Yes, they do. You gotta take a test to get in. I'm not sure exactly when that took effect, but you have to take a test to enter in. James says, I believe the new strands are being released on purpose. Yeah, you know, I don't trust them. I don't trust them at all. They say it will hurt male having children. I will not trust them and Bill Gates. Yeah. You know, and that right there was the big issue. That was one of the things Malema was talking about, Malema was talking about. Back was his fight was that they were inoculating people, keeping them from having more children. See, the whole thing right here, family, look, this is the hold down of the lowdown. They want population control in Africa to stop the increase of kids so that the population can go ahead and dwindle down and leave more room for them. They know the more and more kids, man, Africans have, is a whole lot more people to remove out of the way. Blessing coming. I have a question. Why didn't you ask your question? When you had to ask the question. You do not understand the struggle of Julius. I know I don't understand. I know that dude right there. Hey, I know he under some struggles, but you know what? He ran his mouth. Have y'all watched them while they in session? It's like a circus. To me, It's like they don't even take things serious when they up there arguing, yelling, and screaming at each other, and they laughing and all that. I'm like, they don't even get much done. But I don't understand. I know he's got some pressures behind him, but don't you dare sit there and sell out your people like that quickly. Gonna act like you fighting for people, and then all of a sudden you turn around and say, I'll be the first to take the vaccine. It's science, and we should believe in science. But you sit here and say the white man is out to kill your people. Who you think is doing the science and making the vaccines? And you're gonna go ahead and open the doors for your people that you know you have an influence over a lot of people, and you're gonna go ahead and say that? Where did that come from, Julius? It came from that money in your back pocket. That's where it came from. Or even the position of what they said, because he just did a speech over there in what is it, Cambridge. And they said, you know, that's the report. That once you get up there invited to there and sit there and talk amongst the people, you know, they priming you for position. So is it the position now that they're gonna promise him to have? We gonna see here shortly what's gonna happen. Now I ain't gonna call my man a sellout, a sellout per se when it comes to him being black. But damn it, you damn sold your folks out by telling them that, hey, they need to go ahead and believe in the science and that you're going to be the first one in line to take the COVID vaccine. Man. Laughing out, are you a Moor? That's the question. Am I a Moor? Yes, I am a Moor. I'm more this and more that. Yep, I am a Moor. I'm more becoming. We must call out these evil leaders like him, like Julius. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you know, Caroline, we got to wake each other up and say, yo, look, hold up, y'all, hold up. We can't be following these masses, y'all. We can't be following the masses. These masses is the ones taking us straight to that pit out there, straight to the pit. We got to wake up and realize, man, that there are people who are, just because every brother ain't a brother because of his skin color. We have said that. Years ago, we used to say that. Soon as the black person out there on the mainstream say something, there goes that T, putting you in hypnosis. Denzel said it, or Oprah said it, Tyler Perry said it, yeah, or Michelle Obama said it, yeah. They took the shot. I mean, I guess it's okay. Who the heck are they? These are people, man, who are promised deals left and right. Would you ever visit Haiti, brother? You know what? I want to visit Haiti. I went to DR one year, and I didn't make it over to the Haitian side of the place. But I wouldn't mind going visiting, but I want somebody who's from Haiti to show me around, though. Yes, Lenny. Yeah, we have to. We have to do some things, even sometimes for ourselves as a people. To look out for our best interests. And I think that's where Africa, they're pushing hard, man, trying to do their own thing and find their own vaccines and stuff. Some certain countries are trying to do that. Look, you talk to a guy right here. I had people say, sounds like you getting the flu. Sound like you got COVID. Sound like this and that. Look, I know my body, y'all. 54 years old, I know my body. Look, I'm not a man who runs and takes pills. I'm 54 years old. I ain't got diabetes. I ain't got high blood pressure. I ain't got, the issues that some people have. A lot of issues that people have at my age, I don't have. Because I've taken care of myself when it came to physically and watching what I eat, being mindful of those things. I've taken the old evil pork out. I call it evil because the evil meaning that it does my body bad. Even if I went back and tried it, some years ago, I take a bite of some pork rib or something, my hands swell up. See, when you stop doing something and then you go back to doing something and you realize really when your body tells you, it's like your first smoking a cigarette, right? I remember when I was young and tried a cigarette. Your lungs are telling you this is not for you. You take your first drink of hard alcohol liquor and they hit that throat and you like, oh my gosh. Your body is telling you what is not for it. It will tell you that. You drink that cup of coffee and you be like, your nerves are saying, man, this thing have wound me up. Your body will tell you, but guess what else? Your body is so powerful, it will learn to adapt to what you put it through. And it will take a beating for years before sickness shows up. That's the truth. And so appreciate y'all, but you know what? Hey, some of y'all I had to rebuke. Some of y'all I had to rebuke because, you know, I was receiving emails and I'm just, you know, emails and stuff. I see some come across my screen. Like I said, I didn't address none of them, but I see some come across my notifications. And it's amazing how negative some people could be. I don't run to doctors. Oh my God, no, I know something's up. My first thing I do, family, when my body goes through something, I think about, got a slight headache. Did I drink enough water today? What did I do? Am I stressing over something? What have I been thinking of heavy on my mind? Am I going through anything? See, that's the doctor. You are the doctor. Most people like, oh, where's the medicine cabinet at? Let me go ahead and pop. Yeah, you know, brother ain't doing that. Yeah, I haven't had beef and pork. And when I'm saying beef or pork, when I don't eat it. I don't eat it. You know, when I used to eat out and stuff like that at restaurant, you know, they have greens and some might put some fat in it or something like that. I'll eat the greens, you know. But yeah, I don't buy it in store. I don't. It doesn't do my body good. My body tells me that beef and that pork is just not good for you, you know. Now, some people gonna argue and say, meat ain't good for you, period. Hey, to each his own. I'm just talking about for me. And so I know my body. My body will tell me, you know, when I get the sniffles on that, I'll be like, okay, hold up. What flowery plants are around? I stop and think. When I walk into somebody's house or a building or something like that, and I'm gonna start running, I'm like, what's the smell? Because Febreze will get me really quick. Okay, what's the smell? So some perfumes get me, you know. First thing I don't think about is like, oh, I'm coming down with something. And I don't speak that in my life. Nah, hold up. Let me do that now. What's been around? So that's where I was. So no, I'm good. It's that daggone, that coal they burn out here, or that charcoal rather, that they burn that kind of gets me. Yeah, you know. Yeah, we have other flus and allergies, all kind of stuff out here. You know, your body's going to react to a whole lot of different things, you know. And especially when you come here to Africa and you eat different foods. You know, there's some foods you better watch what you eat. Raw vegetables and stuff like that, salads and stuff like that. I'm going to tell you, hey, I had the 7-day shitters when I was in Egypt. Tore me up, messed around and ate a salad. And because, you know, the water, they say don't drink the water. You know, but the vegetables and stuff they wash out and stuff right there, man. You're talking about, hey, the toilet was my friend. What do you do when you are stressed, brother? Hey, you know what? I try not to stress over stuff, but sometimes, you know what? You can't help it because there'll be some things that's just heavy on your mind, you know. But typically, you know, hey, some people pray, whatever. I just try to look at the situation. Why does it bother me? I ask myself this, why is this bothering you so much? That's the first question I ask. Why has this got you this way? And then I had to find a place to go ahead and just release it and let it go. Why are you allowing this to stress you? I know, and I remind myself, there are some things that, you know what, there's some things that's the scrolls I use on as reminders. There's some verbiage and some scriptures, if you will, that I know that I can just go ahead and recite as reminders. No weapon formed me shall prosper. You know, a lot of scriptures, you know, that you can just use as empowerment. Do I know anything on Somalia? No, I do not. Somebody said, work out more. Well, you know, working out is just one small piece of your health, really. You know, I've been watching people, man, talk about, when I was a young cat, I used to stay in the mirror and I used to flex a lot right there. You know, used to have, you know, nice sized body and all that right there. It don't mean a hill of beans if your insides are not good. Kofi says sugar is just as bad as pork. You better believe it. Look, like I told y'all before, my wife is a medical doctor, all right? Hey, she tells me all the stories when she come home every night and we talk about her day, just the stories she has. How many people right here? Diabetes, high blood pressure. Who done got HIV, or who's done got a syphilis? Who done got, you know, she tells the stories every day. Tells the stories. So I hear it. So health is around me 24/7. You know, health is around me. My wife, she's a family medicine. She's the one you would go to have your blood work and all your diagnosis and prescriptions and all that's what she does. Yeah. And so having her also, you know, is my other reference that, you know, she'll hit me with questions. Oh, so your nasal all right there, is it yellow? Green, yellow, whatever? No, it's all clear, all right there. Oh, you good? Yeah, right there. Yeah, that's my doc right there, yo. You know, hey, I run a lot of things out. Let me say this right here for y'all, right here. We on the health topic now. I hope y'all listen because black people are dying from this. Black people, we dying from this virus. It's killing us. Why? Because we unhealthy. We are some unhealthy people and hard-headed. We want to eat what we eat and we want to drink what we drink. You know, that's what we want to do. We don't want to have nobody telling us, look, I'm watching the numbers go down now. Start talking about that health. People start going down now. But think about your health, family. It's affecting a lot of the black folks. Yeah, when they say, yeah, it's affecting the black community and all that right there, of course. It ain't no surprise that poor people, black folks, most poor people don't have the means to eat well. It blows my mind, man, that black folks, poor folks, are eating out of convenience stores. Anybody check how expensive fruit and vegetables are? You on a limited income and you can't be going to buying, you know, even I, being here in Africa, I eat them, tear up some mangoes and some pineapple. Mangoes are so expensive in America. I say so expensive. I mean, not really expensive. But for one mango, it's $2 and something. Here, it's like 40 cents. I'm buying mangoes by the dozens. I'm like, I ain't wasting my money on that. You know, all the fruits that they have. Passion fruit. Here, it costs pennies. You try to buy passion fruit in America, $4 or $5 for I don't know what for the weight of it. These exotic fruits and stuff, you get dirt cheap here. How many people are poor can afford to buy fruits and vegetables in America? Most people go to fast food restaurants. So I know by just me and my wife's conversation she has the pulse on the people because she sees all her patients. She knows what's going on. So she's just one measuring tool to see the health of black folk. Because her whole thing is she wants to do medicine for us. Each time we move somewhere, I want to be around disadvantaged folks. That's who I want to see is us. And that's who she always goes with. So she's always seeing the brothers and sisters coming in with the bad healths. And she be upset sometimes. I mean, I'm saying not upset like mad, but just like, people don't want to listen. When she's seeing patients get their limbs cut off because of diabetes, patients dying, young ages, children, diabetes at a young age, kids overweight. And then I see people who want to put stuff out and flex and show all that right there, but nasty inside as an individual. Let me tell you something, family. The easy way for you to focus on, instead of your exterior, focus on your interior. What do I mean by that? Your blood work. Get your blood work looking good and all rest come into place. Stop focusing on the exterior. Just get your blood work. Get your blood work done. Find out what your blood sugar is, your blood pressure. Find out, if you're diabetic or not like that. And then you go ahead and you get your blood work done. And my brother's on here right here. I know he don't mind sharing because my brother's about trying to help people out. My brother had 2 heart attacks. My brother's 50 years, he'd be 51 here, I think 52. But that was 2 years ago, my brother had a heart attack. Turn around the next year, had another heart attack. He's healthy as heck now. He get up every morning, work out. He be eating good now. My brother lost so much weight. When I saw his picture, because after his first heart attack, he started taking things a little serious. Then after a second heart attack, he was like, I really gonna take it serious. I was doing some changes, but I really wasn't letting some of the things go. My brother sent me a picture and I almost cried. I literally almost cried when I was like, that is how my brother used to look. Man, my brother's slim, cut and all that right there. I'm like, dang, my brother was like almost pushing 300. He lost like 80 pounds. Slim, just like, wow. But playing around with health. Now he don't take it for a joke because them heart attacks got him. They cracked open his chest. He got a line right here on his chest. I know he don't mind me telling. Crunch, crunch, crunch. First time was a stent, was the easy. Second time it was, we got to go in now. Yeah, family. Your health is real. We got to stop playing. So just look on you, just go to your doctor, get blood work done, all right? If you can get blood work done, find out the levels. Now you got something to work with. Not no running to the gym and this and that. Look, I'm gonna tell you this right here. When I went to experience veganism, all right, I tell you, I stretched myself and tried things. I went almost 5 months. I was fighting to keep weight on I was just eating vegetables and fruits like crazy. I couldn't stop eating. And I'm eating. My weight's going down and down and down and down and down. And then I had to consult some people and say, yo, what am I doing wrong, man? My weight keeps coming down. And so they showed me how do you prepare your food and how you eat it during the day, and you're gonna find your body will go ahead and level off. And it worked. And so what I'm saying is that we have to, thanks again, Shell, for giving. Your wife is a rarity. These doctors are pushing medicines instead of healthy foods, and the poorest people are the unhealthiest in America. Sad. I'm glad you said that, because I didn't even think about that. My wife is not one of those doctors who push pain medicines and all that. She will not do it. She's lost many patients behind it. Because people try to seek those doctors to get those pain medicines and right there. She will go the most holistic way possible as far as a means of changing your life. There are people who want, well, can you give me the pill so I can go ahead and lose weight and help me lose weight? And she says, those will mess with your heart. Those pills right there are manipulating your heart. Why try to go through a medicine route when you can do a natural route? So she's one that you just can't pull on. She's going to try to push for you to do the most healthiest way, and that's what she does. So yeah, hey, she's about helping the people real. And you know what? Those who take her advice comes back. I mean, the gifts and the cards and the thank yous and all that she gets from her patients, I'm telling y'all. No, I'm not vegetarian. I explored that some years ago. I explored it. And man, I'm telling y'all, if y'all just change, man, up to eat. Here's another thing here, sugar. Here in Africa, it's brown sugar. It's not refined white sugar. It's brown sugar. That is a difference than refined sugar. Refined sugar is what's going to kill you. Brown sugar, when your body gets it, because all the minerals and the nutrients that are still in it, it's slow to break down and be able to distribute through your body. Refined sugar is just that straight up sugar, that glucose, that when it hits your blood, bam, your body absorbs it. It goes straight to your blood. Do I eat meat? Yeah, I eat meat. I eat chicken, turkey. I eat some seafood. That's what I eat. And I'm cutting back more and more on the meats now. Yeah, brown sugar's not bad. That's all they put in their foods, brown sugar here, that I've seen. You go to restaurants, go on a table, brown sugar. See what else questions we got here. Okay, I've been, almost 2 hours on here. What do you think about monk fruit sweeteners? I use monk fruit sweeteners, yeah. I use substitutes at times when I need to. Some of y'all see me drinking a soda. Sometimes I need a bubbly, and it'd be sugar-free. But it's got poison in there. It's got this, that right here, this and that. Well, yeah, it's got some of that right there. I don't drink it daily, you know. There's one thing that I don't stick with things long. I really don't. Yeah, family. Honey and guava sweeteners, yeah. I mean, we definitely want to be more to the natural things instead of things that's in the labs. Of course, that's what's going to do your body good, family. You know, but our black people are waking up. I just saw a video yesterday of a brother, who was crying his eyes out, telling everybody that this is real. This is real. You know, he had COVID. He was obese. In our black families, we are big people, overweight. Are there McDonald's there, or restaurants over there? No, only franchise restaurants that you know of that's there in the Western world is Subway and KFC. Yeah. Yeah, I saw a Subway somewhere. A couple of them. Yeah, you know, no, I don't call myself a vegan. I'm not a vegan. I eat meat. I don't like to label myself. That wasn't something I explored. I like to test this body and put it through some things sometimes. You know, I like to see what it's going to do, you know. Vegan, eating vegetables and fruits. Okay, all right, cool. You know, I mean, here's the other thing. Let me share this right here. People think of that being a vegan, you're gonna lose weight. There are fat vegans out here. Okay, they eat pastas, they eat starch foods, potatoes, rice, pastas. They eat that. There's a lot of fat vegans out here. People think because you're vegan, you're healthier. No. Just because you're vegetarian, you're healthier. No. My wife will tell you, she's got some that has diabetes. There are diabetic people out here who are thin. That's why I say go with the blood work. Go to your doctor, get the blood work. You get the blood work, now you have a measuring, a level to where you can now work off of. And then you cut back. Just cut back little by little. You know, if you drink 6 sodas a day, cut back to 5 sodas. And then wean yourself little by little. If you like to eat sweets, cut back on the sweets. Start baking with some sweeteners or some honey or maybe some substitutes. You know that now you just little by little. And then after about the 3rd month, you go back to your doctor and re-engage, see where your levels are. I guarantee you're going to lose weight. Guarantee you. I don't know about juice. I drink juice. Depends on an individual. Hey, Deborah Harris from Vegas. How's Vegas doing out there? Is Vegas kind of quiet because of the COVID? Because I know last time I was there, the COVID. I was there before the COVID. Ben Carlson, why should we trust blood work? Well, I'll tell you this right here. What else are you going to trust? And blood work, okay, let me really answer your question, man, because I know Ben like to ask some questions and stuff like that, which is good. Ben, you know, whether you believe in blood work or not, I don't know, but we do know you got blood. But you get your blood work, it's going to show levels right now. We do know that levels are different according to your race of people. Black folks' levels will tend to be lower, and these levels sometimes are on the average, which typically are from the European. I'm not talking about that you have to be within the levels of what they want to say that you should be at when it comes to at the base levels. My thing is that you can, if you know you got diabetes or high blood pressure, go get your blood work checked and then see the levels that you are and then work on getting levels down. Now, then you are able to see for yourself the results thereof. Just because you go to the gym and work out, don't mean that your blood levels are your blood work is better. You just having weight drop off. There are weightlifters and Olympic runners and people who have diabetes, who have high blood pressure. What else we got here? I've got 15 more minutes, family, and I'll be out. Gonna do me a 3-mile walk today. Yeah, there's a lot of fat vegans out there, lean meat eaters. Yeah, moderation is the key. Yep, just avoid artificial sugars. Eat more from natural sources. Yeah, you know they say right here, if you do away with boxes and bags and eat foods on its natural sense, vegetables, fruits, and meats. I'll tell you this right here. I tested myself on this. If you gorge yourself in meat, you can gorge yourself in meats and vegetables, and you changing your eating habits, you're gonna lose weight. And you drink water, I guarantee you're gonna lose weight. But as soon as you open up a bag of chips, box of cookies, snacks, we know who loves snacks. We know who loves snacks. But you open up those bags, you're gonna defeat the purpose. Well, that's also why they ask information on family history. Your bloodline is important to a degree. Because like I shared about my brother, my daddy, my mama, my sister, they all had the high blood pressure, had diabetes, but they were overweight. Some of them would be like, "Oh, you thin. You're too thin. You need to put meat on the bone, please." Yeah, coming from one who's got diabetes and high blood pressure, really? No. Bloodline, no. Sorry, you don't have to have high blood pressure or diabetes, type 2 diabetes. Okay, type 1 is a little different, but we're talking about type 2. Type 2 is from your diet, eating. All right, blood pressure can be related, depending on, yes, it can be. But for the most part, it's diet, because what we take from our families is eating habits, is why we have those issues in our body. Not necessarily from genetics, but from the foods and the habits that we eat. Mama cooked pork and fat back, and we used to eat, fried chicken all the time, and all those nice big pies with the butter in it, and and yeah, that's why you have the issues that you have. So, let's see, getting down to 10 minutes left. Yeah, Magafulia has pawpaw for you. I'm going to tell you, y'all, fruits here, my goodness. Fruits here are cheap and they are delicious. I got a watermelon in the fridge, pineapple in the fridge, and mango in the fridge. Yeah, anxiety is another thing people of color face. Not more than them white folks, though. My wife said, hey, some of them come in looking for the medicines to go ahead and do away with the anxiety. But yeah, we do, have our anxieties. What is the best food in Tanzania? I don't know what the best food is. I mean, they just have different food here. What kind of business I can open in Africa, brother? Any type of business you so choose. any type of business. And if you heard earlier, I was on a job interview here. I was called in, thought I was going to go visit the guy, but he interviewed me to do work for his company. Look, let me say this right here. The sky is not the limit. It's infinite. I got a video I'm putting out today. I hit on some points that hopefully y'all enjoy this one. Being pregnant? Oh, Maya, you're pregnant. Congratulations. All this food talk making you hungry. It's 1 a.m. here. Hey, give your baby them beautiful, nice, fresh fruits tonight, you know. The baby will appreciate it too. Guarantee you. You want my wife to deliver your baby? She delivered babies too. She says she has done some deliveries in the past. It's been a while. I think she's got to get recertified in that too. Yeah, stay away from energy drink. Yeah, that caffeine, boy, it definitely gives some people some problems, heart problems, as far as anxiety as well. Is anxiety fear? Not necessarily fear. Anxiety is just, sometimes you can just be angst for something, anxious, worried about something. It don't necessarily have to be for fear. Yeah. Well, family, hey, let me go ahead and get off here. It's nice that y'all hung around and was able to hear me. I really appreciate each and every one of y'all. All those who sent all the good well wishes, who thought I was sick or out, those who thought I went missing, those who thought something was really going on in my life. Man, I'm gonna tell y'all made me really feel special. That love right there can never be forgotten, and it was not missed. It just blows my mind of the love that's in this world. It blows my mind that the people who give financially, I mean, it blows my mind. It blows my mind that people are looking at me as a means of a source to help them on their endeavor in traveling, you know, or, you know, for maybe some advice or something. It amazes me, y'all. And I thank each and every one of you all for what you have done, and you make me feel even that much more special. And so I hope that I can return that same favor. Yeah, your 73-year-old mom was worried about me, okay? Yeah, tell grandmom that, was it grandmom or your mom? Your mom, okay. I'm okay. All is well, and I know if anything go down, I got my folks out there gonna be out here putting the SOS out there for me. So, and I'm just so thankful, like I said, for each and every one of y'all. I mean, for you giving your time, giving your finances, you know, sharing my videos, you know, just being a part of this. I appreciate it. If you haven't hit the bell for uploads, please hit the bell. That'll give you the uploads and all that right there. So as I go live or as I bring in more videos, and I appreciate it. So y'all gonna receive a couple videos here. I hope it's nice and motivational for you all. I know that it's going to be touching you all because I heard it from above. I heard it within. And so hearing it from within, I'm telling y'all, you're gonna win. You're gonna win. Your answer, those who's looking for answers, those looking for ideas, what I'm about to be pushing out, because I've been put right back on track on the direction I need to go. And so the things that I'm gonna be putting out is gonna be for you. And it is gonna help each and every one of you all. Use it for however which way you wanna use it. Like I like to say, it's a gold nugget. I put it at your feet. You can kick it aside or you can pick it up. And so thank you. I'm seeing everybody saying thank you and all that right there. Appreciate it. So with that, family, this is your man, not your boy. go black to Africa. All right, I'll be talking with y'all later. It's good to be back with you all. Good to chop it up with you all. So y'all have a beautiful evening. Sleep well. Find your rest place. Meditate. Listen, there is words gonna be dropped in. Talk with y'all later.